I took my newly disabled self out for lunch today. She arrived ridiculously early, out of breath and dizzy. I rolled up in my wheelchair a tad late. She could barely eat anything without feeling sick and was so worried about taking her meds half an hour before food. She had only just had surgery but was working later that day and vlogging and was so worried about getting back to uni and making her unfaithful boyfriend want her again. I can't help but think how different she looks. She doesn't even sound like me. She's way too young to be going through everything she's facing and putting way too much pressure on herself. I know I still put way too much pressure on myself, but I can see it so clearly in her. I wonder why no one else did. Aren't you tired of fighting this never-ending battle? I say. She breaks down into tears because someone finally understands. But if I stop, I'll have nothing. She weeps. But if you don't stop, your body will stop you. Over and over again. But even when that does happen, you don't end up with nothing. So we have a job, she says. Should I give her spoilers? Just keep going with that little vlog, kid. And a husband? She asks. Still working on the ring, but we have a wonderful partner who loves and accepts us exactly the way we are. Friends? I'm not gonna lie, not many stick around, but you're gonna meet so many amazing new people who you get to call your friends. Are we finally allowed to get a dog? You've got a ways to go, but you're gonna love her more than you can ever imagine. She smiles and gets up to leave, but does it too quickly. I know how bad she wants to push through the dizziness, but I know she will only end up on the floor, so I order her a pint of water and give her an electrolyte tablet from my flare-up bag. Stop being so hard on yourself, kid. When you start working with your disabilities rather than against them is when it starts to get easier. Please try and be gentle with yourself. She nods, but I know she wasn't really listening. She quickly does a double take. Disabilities? Plural? Sorry, my love. That would be spoilers.